guys? We're here today with Tuesday's last champion, Tity Boi. Let's get this started.
Yeah.
Oh, and a special guest, Vadi. Say hi.
Hey.
Alright. Question 1. Why did you decide to play Fire Fist Trap Tricks hand deck tonight? Weird question.
I just decided to play it safe. I haven't been testing at all because I just moved into college. So I just figured I'd go with what I feel comfortable with. And like I updated the side deck just a little bit, just to hate on Shaddolls.
Okay, dope. Well, with Shadows getting a lot of hype, did you feel like Hat was a risky call?
Things like Wolf Bark and Ionia seem like really bad plays. Like really just like bad cards in this sense, but they turned out to like put in a lot of work for Shaddolls. Just because I have other answers to Midrash, like Deep Prison and Compulse and stuff.
Okay, dope.
Like it all turned out well, I guess.
Why did you use Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare over Time Space Trap Hole?
Because I forgot it existed. I put it in now.
You know it exists.
Yeah. Now that I know it exists, I put it in over like regular Trap Hole, but I haven't done any testing yet.
How was the one call the Haunted over the tournament?
I didn't see it at all, I think. So it was pretty irrelevant. But other times it's pretty good for bringing back Mermello.
Okay, dope. Did you at times over the tournament miss the artifact engine?
No, I never used it in the first place. Fuck the artifacts.
First, I'm starting to think that maybe you didn't look at his deck.
Dude, this guy did not research me at all.
At all, huh?
I never played Hat. I've always played like without the artifacts, always.
Okay, yeah, this is weird because it's asking you about Pot of Dichotomy. It said, do you find Pot of Dichotomy unnecessary?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess so. I never played it, and I'm winning, so
Alright.
Seems unnecessary to me.
Well, it seems like your side deck was prepared for anything tonight. Could you talk about some of the choices in your side and what led you to them?
I think things like Hat and just like Fire Fist builds have like the most options for side decking in terms of like what's relevant right now. So you could literally put in anything you want just to beat decks. Like every card in there just smashes something from the current meta. Aside from memory of the adversary, I think I put that in just for fun. But I ended up siding it in versus a Noble Knight player because I wasn't really sure what else to side in versus them.
Well, it's not a really awful card either, though.
Yeah, like it has a really cool effect, so I just wanted to add it in just to see like whether I could get it off and just get crazy advantage off of it. But I never actually got to see it or play it, so I think I took it out of my latest build.
Okay, dope. What was your hardest matchup?
Probably versus Kaiser Gogeta. I think like we both played really well, and that like we were conserving cards and like trying to like pull off the one-on-one plays, and he was trying to save mid-rash. Like, I think it was just a fun duel, and because it was a fun and complex duel, it was my hardest matchup. Otherwise, it was just stomps, I guess.
Okay. Were there any?
No offense. No offense to Fresh.
Were there any decks or techs that caught your eye?
I think Fresh's deck was pretty cool. That's only because I don't know anything about the archetype, and anytime he'd play a card, it would be like a novel of text that I just didn't want to read. So I would just skip to the very bottom and hope that like I had what I needed.
All you needed to read was like the one line that says "Play Abyss Dweller."
Yeah, I was trying to make Abyss Dweller the whole game, but Skill Drain just completely fucked everything.
Oh yeah.
So like those were some pretty interesting games. I did not expect to see Skill Drain at all.
Okay.
Because like I don't even side Mystical Space Typhoon, and I have like no like spell trap removal aside from Ice Hand.
Oh wow, looking over your deck list, I'm just realizing that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you said like Ice Hand, I guess.
Yeah, but like Ice Hand's pretty complicated because like you need to get it all. Like,
yeah.
You need to make it work. But like I'm siding MSDs now just for stuff like that, for skill drains and stuff.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to the two brothers that I beat. Like in game 1, I was playing against GSR Magic, and he probably doesn't remember, but when my very first tournament at ATC, like when I was first starting the game and I didn't know anything, he treated me so poorly because I didn't know rules or anything like that. And like he flamed me out. And, like this time I just completely dumped on him, and like I felt real good about it. I even like cussed him out and everything. And then like next thing I know, my next opponent, he's like I'm GSR's brother. And
Uh-oh.
like, and it felt like a movie plot. I was like, oh man, he's gonna take me down for the family.
The
But I ended
tension.
up, but I ended up smashing the whole family, so it must have been like real awkward for them there.
Oh, wow.
So
Next
I
week
just,
you're
I
gonna
just,
fight all the Chris brothers.
yeah, that'd be so cool if they come back. I really wish that it was me versus you in the finals though, the Vaddy versus Tity Boi finals. Maybe next week.
Yeah, my side deck wasn't prepared at all for singing. Yeah,
I felt like I had something else to say too, but I've forgotten. It's been some time.
Well, yeah, that was kind of like the downside to doing it several days later. You lose all those immediate thoughts.
Yeah, that was primarily my fault because I had time. We just do it right after.
Well, we still have a couple more questions.
Oh, I thought that was the last question. My bad.
Yeah. Is there anything you would change about your deck, or anything you would have done differently? And I think you've already kind of touched base on this a little bit.
Yeah, I would add in the space-time trap hole thing, and I think I would get rid of mind control because I'm not really sure if it's relevant anymore. Like, I'm not really seeing as many level 4s being played as I did the tournament before.
I don't know. It'd probably be a good addition to keep just because Satella Knight.
Oh, that's true. I didn't get to play against him, so luckily I didn't get to play against any mermails either, because I'm certain I would have lost.
I took down mermails for you.
Thanks, dude. And I'm gonna replace Fiendish Chain with Breakthrough Skill.
Yes, it's a much better card.
Yeah, with Breakthrough Skill, I have a chance against Midrash.
Mm-hmm.
With Fiendish Chain, it's just gonna get like Dragon Popped or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna change the side deck just a little bit. Get rid of some like the random trap holes, like Acid and that other one with the Samurai going down into a hole. I don't even know what it's called.
Deep Dark Trap hole.
Yeah. I'm just gonna swap some of that out, but like I'll see what I end up putting in.
And also, if you're a little trepid about mind control, you could always throw it into the side for now.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last question. What's that?
I'm definitely putting in MSTs, but I think I've said that.
Oh yeah, you definitely have to get those guys in there.
Yeah.
Now I will say that is kind of surprising looking at the list, but it worked.
Because it wasn't a problem before. It's like I never saw skill drain prior, and it feels like skill drain's like one of the few things that I really, really need to get rid of.
Okay. And so lastly, anything else you'd like to say about your deck or your knight?
Oh, I already kind of went over that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. I thought I was gonna swap the Shaddolls or Burning Abyss, some kind of new archetype, but I think I might stick to this just because I know how it plays and it runs Yogi Bear, and I think all my decks need Yogi Bear, at least until the Fire Shaddol comes out. But otherwise, I had a good time. I hope to enter the next one. Hopefully win the next one as well. Trying to catch up to Fallen.
There you go.
And yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, yeah, I will say I think I remember now. We talked before because you were running a little late, and you sent me the deck list, and you're like, I'm just gonna go with this because I didn't have time.
Yeah. I haven't tested at all. I haven't had time, but it seems to be doing really well.
Well, let's end the interview on a potential spoiler. Because you did mention Igristal from the Shadow archetype. Is there a potential for a Fire Fist Shadow hybrid from Tity Boi?
I wouldn't even say potential. I'd say it's in the works. It's borderline made, and it's smashing on Dev Pro. So it's just like a warning.
All right, guys. There's your spoiler, and there's your interview. We'll see you next week.
Bye.